Like and subscribe for more spiritual updates. Now understand this, I'm not going to be posting every day unless there's something that unless there's a message that I have to get across. And I have over almost 700, almost 800 posts. And my posts are to be studied. They're to be studied. So you should go back through them and study them, because my post contains a lot of prophecies. One of the prophecies that I told people long ago is that the United States cannot win World War III and cannot attack Iran, because the United States has 800 bases spread all over the world. And all of these bases can be attacked, especially the ones in the Middle East. And when Trump sent the aircraft carrier out there, talking about he was going to attack Iran, Iran told him, if you attack us, we will attack those bases. And you can go back in my videos and you'll find out where I told you that. I also told you that over a year, 2 years ago, Ukraine cannot defeat Russia. A country with 14 million people cannot defeat a country with 150 million people. For one, you're going to be outnumbered. Two, the logistics. And what I mean by logistics is Ukraine and Russia share the same border. So Russia can just ship by truck, by train, all the military equipment it needs to attack Ukraine with. Ukraine is dependent upon the United States, NATO countries sending them weapons, which means that it's bad logistics. It take days and nights to get the military equipment to Ukraine. And whatever you get there, it's going to be there late. And Ukraine has a smaller territory. So it's easier to destroy a small territory than it is to destroy a large territory. And all of this, and I told you about all of this in past videos. And I also prophesied other things that are happening. So if you study my videos, then you will see these things. And those of you who have, you understand this. I also told you how to protect yourself by meditating on the Lord's, by praying. You pray with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven. You meditate on Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd for protection. I also told you to develop your spiritual consciousness and to move obstructions to follow the 10 Commandments. Eat the food that is required. Do not eat pork, shellfish, and fish without scales, because this affects your melanin ability to pick up spiritual signals. Also, Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. Stay away from homosexual activities or any type of parasitic sexual activities. And as you can see now, this is something that evil really thrives on. I mean, one thing that you will see a connection between all these people that are in trouble. It's all due to some type of sexual misconduct. They are all connected through sexual misconduct. And that's from the Rothschilds to Epstein to Israel to the Vatican. You will notice that all of these organizations have had some type of sexual misconduct. But anyway, let me get on. I don't want to waste time. I want to get straight to the point. I have not been posting. Why? I've been watching my prophecies come true. And those who have studied my channel, then you've seen this as well. I've had to cure myself. In essence, I've become spiritually stronger by having to overcome demons. But that's another story. Another reason why I've kept my mouth shut and watched and paid attention to what is transpiring and learned from it. You can't study and run your mouth at the same time. And anyone who grows spiritually, they change and must take time to relearn themselves, especially if they have acquired spiritual powers, which takes some getting used to, and then sometimes it kind of throws you off balance because you're doing things that you weren't able to do before. And to say that, and now I'm going to go back. I should be reading this in order, but I want to say something. The reason why foundational Black African Americans did not participate in the No Kings March is because Yahweh sent the signal to us through our melanated skin. And our melanated skin is an antenna. It is an antenna where we can receive transmission. And if you become highly spiritually evolved, as I just told you what would be required, then you can also send out transmission. You can send out transmissions as well as you can receive transmission. The same way a phone works. You can hear people talk and you can communicate and they can hear you speak. And when you take care of yourself professionally, eat as you're supposed to eat, follow the 10 Commandments, live in truth in accordance with the Bible, then you become more spiritually elite, for lack of another word, and you are able to not only receive transmissions, but you're able to give transmissions. And one of the reasons why Yahweh had us not to interfere in white folks' business is so that they can learn from it. One, do you remember the Rodney King beating? Rodney King was on the ground, he was being beat, and Fox News and other news channels wanted us to believe that they were beating him for a reason other than just torturizing him. Now, when Fox News was interviewing a young man about the shooting of the white woman, and to make a long story short, the reporter asked him, do you think that she should have been shot and stuff, and like this, that, and the other? And the man said no. And he told him, I saw what happened. I saw exactly what happened, and I saw it from 2 angles. And she was not a threat to that man. And then the white man told the reporter, you're trying to get me to agree to something that didn't happen. You're trying to get me to agree to agree with you and disagree with what I saw with my eyes. I saw this, and nothing you say is going to change it. Then the reporter, he got a communication through his earpiece about, do you think immigrants, but what about the immigrants? And the young man said, in a democratic society, people should be able to move wherever they want to move. In other words, Trump is telling black people don't go to certain countries in Africa. He has no right to do that. In a democratic society, people are free to come, go, and say what they want to say, as long as it is not of a threatening manner, where you're talking about hurting someone that's innocent. You can't just say anything. So here, let me get back to my notes, and this should make things quick. And it might be, and you're going to have to try to follow this. Listen and follow. I have over 750 posts chronicling the past 2 years. My posts should be studied and analyzed. I've seen content creators with what appears to be hundreds of books or maybe 1,000 books behind them. However, I'll bet my money on the person who has read and researched the Bible one or more times and followed the truth and knowledge in the Bible. See, so it's not how many, I'm not impressed by how many books you read. I'm impressed by what books you read, and if you have really read those books, have you studied those books, and how many times have you read those books over again? You see, I have about 100 and something books, but I've read those books over and over and over again, because every time, when you learn from a book, and when you read it over again, then you learn more. Because there are different, because you can't digest all the knowledge in a book in one reading. Unless you're some kind of, got 150, 160 IQ. And now, a lot of people, they have read the Bible again. But I'm not talking about those people who eat pork, shellfish, and fish without scales, nor those who choose not to follow the 10 Commandments and disobey Deuteronomy chapter 2, 22 verse 5, which calls homosexuality an abomination. And what I'm saying is that you can read the Bible all you want, but if you do not adhere to what is being said in the Bible, then you are, in my opinion, spiritually blind. Another thing, what did Yahuwah say about rich people in general? What did he say about Israelis? He said a rich man has as much chance of entering the kingdom of heaven as a camel has of passing through the eye of a needle. Now, why did you vote for Trump? He's a rich man. Don't call yourself an evangelical. Don't even call yourself a follower of Jesus if you're not going to do what is commanded of you to do in the Bible. And those MAGA who supported Trump, you are enablers. You enabled him to do this to you. There is no honor amongst thieves. Now, all of a sudden I see the Rothschild name coming up with Epstein, Trump, Synagogue of Satan, Sean Combs, Weinstein, Bill Gates, the Pope, Jay-Z, all of whom are rich. And the Bible warns us of rich people. And that includes Elon Musk. And the Bible warns us of rich people and becoming victims of SA over and over again, selling their souls for fame, glory, and riches. We see Jaguar Wright. We see Candace Owens. We see this, I can't think of the comedian's name, exposing these people. Now, to us, what these people are doing is demonic. But the reality of the situation, sometimes they want this to get out. Because sometimes what they're doing, they want to brag about. You see people rob banks and commit crimes and then get on YouTube, Twitter, the internet, and they want to show off what they did. And anything that a person is akin to doing, they want to show it off. Now let me say this. And oh, let me go back to say this. Is Trump suffering? Is Trump suffering? No, he's not suffering. He's simply upset that he can't get everything that he wants. A person suffers when they don't have enough to eat, they don't have shelter, clothes to wear. That suffers. Trump's not suffering. He's just emotionally upset that he can't get what he want to get and do what he want to do. Let me say this. I can only point you in the right direction. Or should I say, remind you of the right direction. And remind you to go into the right direction. Because we all know, do unto others as you want done to you. Do unto others as you want done to you. You are born with this. This knowledge is instinctive within you, and you know that you shouldn't go around hurting others. You know that. So am I leading you? No. I'm just reminding you of what you should be doing, because you were born with this, just like you were born to suckle from a woman's breast. You were born with the knowledge to do unto others as you want done to you. Even as a child, you learn that if you hit another child with a stick, it's gonna hurt. And if you don't want them to hit you back, then you don't hit them. We're born with this, but all these twisted things that we're doing is because of people it's something mentally wrong, people who have a spiritual deficit. They have to have a spiritual deficit to do evil. I'm going to leave you with